So in archaeology, we're often asked, what's the coolest thing you've found? And what we like to answer is, it's not about what you find, it's about what you find out. So what does whatever you excavated tell you about the society that you're studying? So this is a stone mask that was found in compound 18 in its southern patio. This was a surprising and serendipitous find for Tlahinga. We knew we were excavating a commoner compound, so we didn't really expect finer sculpture like this. Another saying in archaeology is that for every day in the field, you have 2 in the lab, so that every day of excavation provides double the amount of person hours for analyzing all that material in the lab. We are fortunate to have a few BU graduate students working on the project. Maria Codlin is a specialist in faunal remains, or animal bones.
Basically, I look at the bones and I try and figure out what animal they're from. And then I try and figure out which part of the animal that they're from, because that's really interesting in looking at things like butchery practices, which cuts of meat that people had access to.
So much of human culture comes out of the minutiae and the quotidian, so, food defines us in so many ways.
We often have this idea that working class people were eating really poorly. But obviously here we have a lot of good cuts of meat, a lot of variety in the foods that they were eating, and it sort of sheds a light on their life in terms of food and nutrition. It seems pretty good from what I can see in the bones.
Daniela Hernandez is from Mexico and is a specialist in pottery, and so she's analyzing the ceramic remains that we've recovered from the excavations.
If you are doing archaeology, you need to have a time traveler's imagination, because you find something and you constantly ask yourself, what would people in the past use this for? Well, this is my favorite. This is a polychrome tripod vase. And with this one, you can see that it has some patches, so it was probably repaired at some point in history.
For the finer objects that we've excavated at Tlahinga, like the mask or the polychrome pot, those are nice items that could be in a museum, but what's more important is their archaeological value of knowing exactly where they came from. And so we can say that, these people who were commoners living on the outskirts of Teotihuacan had access to this nice stuff, and they took care of it, and it gives us a picture of what their lives were like.